He won the toss and also invited Zimbabwe to bat first. They made 196 for 9. Top score, Paul Strang with 46, Javagal Srinath taking 3 for 40. So India require 197 at 3.94 runs per over.
So he's still on strike, 2 slips in place. This time he smashed it through the offside. That went like a tracer bullet to the fence. Short, wide, asking to be hit, and it got the full treatment.
This time it wasn't that wide. This time he got hold of it properly. That was hit with power. Not even any thought about hitting it down into the ground. It didn't matter.
That really came off the middle of the bat. What's going to happen next? Again attempting that shot. I think the bounce surprised Tendulkar a bit there.
Definitely not the right tactics this from Henry Alonga. Short, outside the off stump again. The only positive that could have come from that was Zimbabwe would have been if he got a very thin edge. If he got a thick edge, it would have flown over the slip cordon for another boundary. If he's going to be bowling short, he has to be bowling a lot closer to the batsman, in line with the body so that he has to defend. He doesn't play those attacking shots.
So I'm just swatting a fly in front of his face. Get these little insects here once the light comes on. Pulled away, wide of the man had been on. Not quite timed it. He'll pick up another couple of runs. Again, not quite getting the middle of the bat. Seemed to hit more towards the bottom.
Again, it was too wide. Sachin Tendulkar just managing to get the bottom of the bat onto the ball again. He remembers how he got him out in that last game. Short ball, but the ball was a much straighter line. This is giving the batsman just too much room. And certainly there are other ways of getting batsmen out apart from short balls.
That's in the air, and that could be out caught, or is it 6? It's 6. It's gone over that man at third man. So very good over for the Indians this. 12 runs have come of it, 26 for no loss. This is the 6th of the last ball of the over. In fact, that was 4 earlier on, and then after that he's hit a 6 where he's really flashed it hard. This was when he was beaten. This is the pull. Didn't quite time it, just got 2 for that. And then watch this one. He's flashed it hard. For a moment it thought as if third man might get around and catch it, but it sailed over him.
And the common factor with all those 4 deliveries were that they were short and wide.
That's driven beautifully through the covers. That's a trademark Ganguly shot, and that'll give him a boundary.
Was a shot of class. He never seems to be trying to hit the ball too hard, Saurabh Ganguly. It's all a matter of timing and placement.
Again, he finds the gap on the offside. This time he'll get just a couple. Lino into it nicely on that occasion, Ganguly.
Well, as much as I'm fond of Henry Alonga's pace, I think that's not his specialty, thinking. And that's what he's going to add to the quality of his bowling. The quality he has a bit of raw pace. bowling people out match after match is not just about bowling fast all over the shop. You've got to put a bit of thinking to it. You've got to use your brain, what's between your ears. And if you don't learn quickly at this game, you get severely punished.
Oh, he's had a go at that one. Not off the middle, but it's going to go for 4. He wants to take him on. If it's short, he's going to cut or pull. And if it's up, he's going to go for it. Henry Alonga under extreme pressure here.
Yeah, he's just whacked right through the line there. Wasn't a bad length ball actually, but he's now all warmed up and everything. He just wants to dish out a little bit of punishment to the man who got him out in such a, well, surprising, embarrassing way the other night.
That's a great shot. That's maximum. Henry Alonga trying for the slower ball. He telegraphed it. And Sachin Tendulkar just leapt into it. Saw it very early. Not a great slower delivery, but it's really punished. And that's the 57.3 overs.
He's all wound up. He's going to smash him out of sight. It's payback time, that's what it is. You made me look stupid on Wednesday night, he's saying, and I'm going to make you look silly tonight. Payback time in a big way. He's so wound up. Look, Ganguly went down to talk to him, and he won't talk to Ganguly.
He's just smashed that. You did right, Jeff. He's on a roll here. He doesn't want to know anything. He just wants to smash. Wouldn't surprise me to see him run down the wicket. He's in that sort of mood. Just the one this time.
Well, rather than Alistair Campbell, rather than take him off, if he keeps him on, we'll all be home for dinner early. We don't need to worry about it. We better get my chauffeur ready. We'll get Ravi Shafi to get my chauffeur ready. We'll all be going home soon.
Yeah, it was a real gamble playing for Alonga. You've got to feel for him. Had such a good game last night. 4 overs for 40 it looks like for him. It was always a gamble. Zimbabwe talked long and hard about it. He does bowl a lot of no balls, a lot of balls which can be hit to the boundary, but also some wicket taking ones. It hasn't been tonight.
Well, there'll be some booing in a minute. Tendulkar's off strike. 56 for none.
No settling down for Paul Strang, no loose nut, only a little bit short. He knows that he can't have a fielder out there, so he's just popped it over mid-on.
Well, at this pace he's bowling, he's got to pitch it up and then he risks getting whacked over the top, but he's got to risk that, he can't be short.
He's gone again. This is a big one. That's 6. Paul Strang, he did the right things. That's not a bad ball. That's a delivery that you need. But Tendulkar in this mood, the ball's not turning. Nice slow wicket for him. So down he went and whack. Sure this was the right move. Brandon Bush is the most experienced. Down the track again. He knows it's not turning. Straight through the arc. And back it goes. Well, and all the excitement, 50 for Tendulkar. Again, he walked out 10 minutes ago. It's actually 48 minutes, but only 28 deliveries.
Six, not 6, 2 balls to go. Who wants to be a bowler? Not me.
This could be out. Keeper's under it. And he's dropped it. Can you believe it? Absolute dolly. Lack of communication. Paul Strang got in the way. He's got too excited. He wanted to get his man caught and bowled. And he's got in the way of his keeper now. That is an absolute sin.
Well, this is schoolboy stuff. The keeper's shouting for it. The keeper's got the gloves. Paul Strang should have got out of the way. Yeah, Paul Strang should have got out of the way. No question. You must leave it to the man with the gloves when he wants to get it. Paul Strang taking some punishment, was keen to get a caught and bowl. What a miss. Schoolboy stuff. It's pleased the crowd, but it's 76 for none.
Saurav Ganguly has been at times just trying to talk to him, just trying to settle him down a bit. The adrenaline is pumping, so Sachin Tendulkar is just playing lots of shots.
Oh, good shot. That's a sweep shot. Played out of the rough, all the way along the ground. A beautifully executed sweep shot. This man plays every shot in the book.
Played that shot very, very well. There are 2 men behind square, but unfortunately for Paul Strang, 15 overs haven't been bowled yet, so both of them are inside the circle. And look at the way he finds that gap between the man at short fine leg and the man at backward square. And 4 more, just rolling the wrist, getting right on top of the ball, no chance of a top edge. Well, the field is being changed now. One man behind square has been brought in front of square, and there's now a deep backward square. Just to the right of your picture there.
Yes, it's not easy. We've seen Shane Warne use these tactics, bowling into the rough just outside leg stump. And obviously what they're trying to do is to get him to hit against the spin over the top. There's a little bit of rough there, you can see it. And he's coming around the wicket trying to bowl it into that area. Oh, that's a great shot. Wonderful shot. Beautifully played. That one pitched just outside leg stump. He used his feet beautifully. And boy, doesn't he hit them off the middle of the bat. Wonderful timing. And what's more, that brings up the 100 partnership.
There's just not enough rough for Paul Strang outside the leg stump. We have seen Sachin Tendulkar play similar shots to Shane Warne when he has tried that tactic. Here we go again.
Oh yes. Another one over the top for 4. That's their 8th 100 partnership. 8 times they've done it. And I suppose more often than not, this man will have dominated them. But have a look at this shot now. This is the big one before. He hit this right off the middle of the bat. And away it went. Short again, over the infield. Didn't quite middle that one. In fact, it just lobbed over the infield, and they'll get 2. Well, this crowd. And spare a thought for the captain of the opposition. That's the end of the over. 106 for none. Absolutely a wonderful opening pair, and it takes 2 to tango. Saurav Ganguly has been down the other end. This is this partnership. 74 minutes. And there's the split of runs. 81 versus 17. And almost the same number of balls. Oh, now Ganguly's gone over the top. Well, perhaps he's seen the figures. Perhaps he's going to fix it. They've put on over 100 8 times. And what's more, they have 11 50 partnerships as well. So this has been a tremendous combination for Indian cricket.
I suppose the mere fact that one is a left-hander and the other a right-hander has helped them with these partnerships. Always a bit more difficult for bowlers if the partners batting together are left and right-handed.
Oh, he's got it through. It's going down to the fence. That's a pretty good shot as well. Beautifully played. He timed that one nicely all the way along the ground, and the mid-on wasn't quick enough to cut it off.
No big rush.
A good shot. There's no fieldsman back there. That's 4. Yes, I think his idea was to bowl on leg stump, and that one got away. If you bowl outside off stump to him, there's no one sweeping on that side. So that'll be 4 every time.
Once he goes outside the off stump, it's going to be punished. There are 3 men out on the onside trying to save the boundary, none on the off.
Good shot, over the top it goes. A couple of bounces down to the fence for 4. That's a good shot. And so India 131 for none.
Four overs before this for 41.
That's one way to bowl maidens in the time that he's got available. Haven't seen that before, Rob, have you? It takes a little bit of time.
Yes, I've never seen anyone marking the run-up in that fashion. Well, as long as it works for him, that's fine. It's taken him 66 balls, 10 boundaries and 5 sixes. And everything seems to be ready now. Tendulkar on strike, 97 not out. 98 with that single. He's looking at his bat. He's got quite a few balls in the bottom of the bat early on in his innings when he was trying to hit the ball a little too hard. Nicely played, straight down the ground, and he's timed it well enough to get a boundary.
Oh, this is a fine shot. This is as good as any played. Really is timed beautifully. Hasn't tried to hit it too hard, just leaning into it. Extension of the hands. Lets the hands go after the ball. And that's very important to get it where you want it to go. He's just played it beautifully.
That's what happens when you occupy the crease. You suddenly find your timing come back. We could be in for a real early finish here today. Get a single this time to move on to 99. Sight of his 21st 100 in one-day international cricket. That is 9th of the year 1998. 70 balls he's taken to reach 99. 10 fours and 5 sixes. And he's put that away. That's 100 number 21 for Sachin Tendulkar. Another fantastic innings from the diminutive champion from India. An innings full of dazzling strokes. Look at the crowd.
Yes, wonderful knock. Played all the shots. Took it to the bowlers. Anything short, he went hard at it. And then when the spinners came on, he was quite prepared to hit them over the top as well. Zimbabwe have really borne the brunt of a savage attack from Sachin Tendulkar. Just 22 overs. he's got 100.
That's up in the air. He could be out caught here. No, it'll land safely. Right in the middle of those two men there coming in from the deep. Again, not quite timing it, Tendulkar here. Looking for the big one.
Yes, this just went on with the arm, hit the outside half of the bat. A little bit lucky, yeah. He was looking to hit it straight and it just spooned off the outside half of his bat. Landed safely.
Take the single this time. Olonga throws towards his end as he knows Tendulkar is limping a bit. 150 coming up with that single.
I don't know what happened there. He obviously drew the short straw. Grant Flower hasn't bowled the whole tournament. Now he's got to bowl to Tendulkar, who's got 100. So that'll be a fairly daunting task. He's going to bowl to Ganguly initially, though. He's going to bowl over the wicket. Look for a bit of rough outside the left-handers off stump. Be interesting to see whether he bowls over or around to the right-hander. And that's a very flighted delivery. This will be a real challenge for Sachin. How far can he deposit these?
Well, down the wicket he goes. This is high in the air. That's going all the way. Don't worry about chasing that one. Oh, a biggie! Onto the roof of the newsstand. That's a lovely shot from Ganguly. He's been playing second fiddle out here, but that's almost as good as they come.
Well, it certainly has gone a long way. Arab Ganguly. I've said it in the past that it doesn't look as if he's hitting the ball very hard, but he times it so well. Just a couple of chips down the wicket, right in the slot, and away it goes.
It's interesting to watch how he kept his eye on the ball there and his head down all the way. That wasn't a slog, that was a calculated shot. He watched the ball all the way onto his bat and then he let it rip. Well, at least they can still smile as Zimbabweans. They've had a very good tournament, there's no doubt about that. They've played pretty well, got themselves to their first final. Here's another look at that six. Way over the top and ended up landing on the roof. And oops, just rolled over the back, and I think that's the end of that ball. So Surab Ganguly on 46. And off he goes again. That's gone the same place. That's also over the top and on the roof. Beautiful shot. 2 out of 2. Almost exactly the same place. Watch out. Sachin, I'm after you.
Grant Flower is not a regular bowler, and he must be very unhappy now that his captain has given him the ball to bowl. That too has disappeared. Similar shot, landing pretty much the same place, on the roof and then rolling behind. What a way to get to your half century. That's 52 now for Sarab Ganguly. It took him 79 deliveries.
Right, well the little man's been out there with the ball again, and so 2 have been lost this over. We're now on our 3rd ball this over. There's 22 to get. That's it, that's another one, that's a biggie. All the way up the roof again. Oh, he loves that roof, he loves that roof. That's 3 on the roof, 3 lost balls. That's going to be called Ganguly's roof.
I think he has shares in the company that made that roof. He's certainly giving them a lot of advertising, Sarab Ganguly. He caught this one on the full, didn't bother to wait on it to hit the pitch. And away it goes.
There's the it's lovely area for the left-handers. Trying to work it away again. It wouldn't surprise me if he sticks another one up there. So he's taken his score to 61. It's certainly improved his strike rate. So a few dents up there, Ganguly's roof. Played that one into the gap on the onside for one. And so the score now advances to 182. They need 197 to win this match. Looks as if he's earned himself a few bob here. Oh, and he's nearly taken the umpire away. He smashed that one straight back down the ground. An umpire done. Well, he had to move really fast. You can see he's gone just a little bit pale. We'll come back and have another look at that one. It's 183 for none. Let's have another look at this. Watch the umpire done. Nice and comfortably he is. Oh, I tell you what, they were so close. It went whistling down his end. Oh, that's a big E. That's another big E. It's over the top. Yes, it's not a long way, but it's over the top. I think they want to finish it off now. India have taken their score up to 189. So there's one ball to go in this over. It's 193 for none. A 6 will finish it. In fact, a 4 will finish it as well. A 6 or a 4. Righto. What's he going to do? Will he toss it up? I don't think so. Tendulkar on strike. He's whacked that one away. That'll be it. No, it won't. The fieldsman. Oh, yes, it's gone. It's got the 4. That's gone to the fence for 4. India have won a magnificent victory against the Zimbabweans. Magnificent because of the way that man played tonight.
Knocked by Sachin Tendulkar. Truly sweet revenge. Simply the best. 124 runs from 92 balls with 12 fours and 6 sixes. India just required 30 overs to win the game. They won by 10 wickets. Man of the match was Sachin Tendulkar for his 124 not out. And man of the series also went